Look at the television sitting in your living room right now. Really look at it. Chances are you think you own that device. You paid for it, you mount it on the wall, and you hold the remote. But here is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to talk about. You don't own that TV. That TV owns you. Samsung, LG, Vizio, and Roku. They stopped selling televisions years ago. They started selling data collection devices that just happen to have a screen. They track what you watch, they track who is in the room, and they serve you ads in the system menus even when you aren't watching anything. The smart TV experience has become a nightmare of lag, privacy violations, and intrusive advertising. And this is exactly the weakness that Apple is preparing to exploit in 2026. We have obtained information that suggests the 2026 Apple TV is not just an upgrade. It is an executioner. Apple is preparing to murder the smart TV industry as we know it. The device they are building in Cupertino is designed to bypass your television's operating system entirely, turning your expensive 4K screen into nothing more than a dumb monitor. But to understand why this specific product will be the biggest tech launch of 2026, we have to look beyond the hardware. We have to look at the invisible computer strategy. For the last decade, we have been obsessed with screens. We stare at phones, tablets, and laptops. But the next era of technology, the era that this 2026 device ushers in, is called ambient computing. The computer disappears. It becomes the air you breathe in your home. The new Apple TV is rumored to be the physical heart of this new system. It is powered by a chip that is frankly terrifying for a home appliance. We are hearing reports of a dedicated neural processing unit, or NPU, that rivals what is currently in the high-end MacBooks. Why does a TV box need that much brain power? It isn't just for loading apps faster. It is for generative interface. Right now, when you turn on your TV, you see a grid of static apps. Netflix is here, YouTube is there. It is boring and it is old. The 2026 Apple TV is expected to launch with Home OS, a completely new operating system that uses generative AI to build the interface in real time based on who is sitting on the couch. If you sit down, the camera and microphone array, which are rumored to be integrated or easily connectable, recognize you instantly. The UI shifts. It doesn't just show you apps. It shows you content specifically curated for your mood, your history, and your biometric data. If your heart rate is high because you just exercised, it might suggest calming content. If it sees you are with your kids, it automatically scrubs the interface of any mature content, not just hiding it, but erasing it from existence until they leave the room. This is the death of the menu. You stop searching for content, and the content starts finding you. But the real killer feature, the one that is going to make headlines everywhere, is the ad blocker for reality. We know that Apple hates the data mining business model of its competitors. The 2026 Apple TV is positioned as a privacy fortress. Imagine a device that intercepts everything. It acts as a firewall for your entire living room. When you stream content, the onboard AI is rumored to have the capability to recognize ad breaks in real time and potentially mute them, skip them, or replace them with a serene screensaver or a quick digest of your daily notifications. Apple is going to sell you silence as a premium product. In a world that is screaming for your attention, the device that gives you peace and quiet is the device that wins. Let's talk about the ecosystem, because this is where the trap snaps shut. Critics keep asking about the Apple Car, but they miss the point. Your house is the car. The 2026 Apple TV is the engine. With the new Matter standards and Apple's deep integration, this black puck becomes the central nervous system of your home. We aren't just talking about turning on lights. We're talking about predictive behavior. The AI learns your patterns over weeks. It learns that you like the temperature at 68 degrees when you watch a movie, but 72 degrees when you're just listening to music. It adjusts the blinds, the locks, and the lighting without you saying a single word. It anticipates your needs before you even realize you have them. This is the difference between a smart home and an intelligent home. A smart home listens to commands. An intelligent home anticipates intent. And we have to address the elephant in the room: spatial computing. The Vision Pro was an incredible piece of engineering, but it was too heavy and too expensive for the mass market. The 2026 Apple TV is the solution to that problem. By offloading the heavy processing to the Apple TV box, Apple can release a pair of Vision Air glasses that look like normal spectacles. The box does the rendering, the ray tracing, and the physics calculations, and it beams the visuals to your glasses with zero latency using the new ultra-wideband technology. This turns your living room into a canvas. You aren't limited to the 65-inch rectangle on your wall anymore. With the 2026 Apple TV and these glasses, your screen can be 100 inches. It can float on the ceiling. It can wrap around you. The physical TV on your wall becomes obsolete. You might not even buy a TV in 2030 because this box and those glasses replace it entirely. That is the long game. Apple isn't trying to win the battle for the TV inputs. They're trying to eliminate the TV set completely. Financially, this is a masterstroke. Currently, you buy a TV every 7 to 10 years. It is a slow cycle. But if Apple convinces you that the brain of the TV is the most important part, they can get you to upgrade your box every 3 years. They turn the living room into a subscription service. And because it links with your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your iCloud, leaving the ecosystem becomes impossible. You would have to rewire your entire house to leave Apple. So, here is the reality check. The 2026 Apple TV is not a streaming stick. It is a declaration of war against the clutter and noise of the modern digital life. It is expensive, yes. It is proprietary, yes. But it offers something that nobody else is offering: a seamless, private, and intelligent existence. It is the first step toward a home that runs itself. The competitors are busy trying to put more pixels on a screen, while Apple is busy trying to put a brain in your wall. The revolution is coming, and it will be televised, but it won't be on a Samsung or Sony interface. It will be on Home OS. The future is silent, fast, and knows exactly what you want to watch before you even pick up the remote. If you want to stay ahead of the tech curve and understand the future before it happens, you need to join this community. We break down the leaks that the mainstream media ignores. If you like this video, destroy that subscribe button, share this video with the one friend who is still using a slow, laggy smart TV, and hit the bell icon so you're the first to know when the pre-orders go live. The future is knocking. Open the door. See you in the next one.